Leaders from across the DMV met to talk about how their teams responded to the winter storm, and our Alexis Wainwright walks us through what worked and what didn't.
Leaders from D.C. to Alexandria, Fairfax to Laurel, and Bowie to Montgomery County were all in the room for this meeting. They say they wanted to come together to ask tough questions, but to also come up with a stronger regional plan.
The ice slowed down the process for all of our jurisdictions, and so we thought it would be good practice for us to actually look at this from a regional standpoint. Next item on the agenda.
Leaders from across the D.C. region met Wednesday under the Councils of Government's umbrella, comparing notes of what happened.
When we say a primary route, what does that mean?
We asked city and county leaders how they grade their own response.
I would grade Montgomery County as needs improvement.
I think there are parts that that they did well, and then there are parts where the grade is still out.
They also talked about lessons learned, including competition for contractors.
Turns out we were all competing against each other to hire the exact same people.
On our communications pages, like, how do we actually explain what some of this means?
Leaders such as WMATA's Leroy Jones also highlighted what worked.
We also leveraged video on our vehicles as well as in our facilities to give us more information in real time.
And then what didn't work, including problems with outdated 311 systems.
People called in and said my road wasn't plowed, and then when we hit the button, we're done, it automatically erased all those requests.
Is there a main message to those who are still concerned about how this storm was handled, about what you guys are doing in this room today?
I think the main message is that all of the jurisdictions recognize our responsibility to serve and to ensure that we respond to the needs of our community.
Looking ahead, leaders say they want to have regional standards. For example, which side of the street people should park their cars on, as well as a plan with coordinating bus stop cleanups and sidewalks. Now, this conversation ran long. They hope to have another meeting sometime soon. Reporting in Southwest, Alexis Wainwright, WUSA 9.